down to 10 minutes worth of TV show.
Hey, welcome to Live from Dennis's house. Today we got another masterpiece. We're going to be doing Blind Faith. And my guests are the band VyntEdge. Say hello, everybody. VyntEdge.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hey there!
Alright, so before we get started, we got a lot to do today. But first, let's introduce the band here. I'd like to do that. Let me even lower this so we can find out who everybody is here. So you're Sandra.
I'm Sandra. Yes.
Right. And who are the rest of the guys? I'm Dennis.
Just checking.
Yes.
I'm Donzo. Don Spoli.
I'm Bob.
I'm Chris. Bassman Chris Spiewak.
Yeah, so we got two Chris's.
You got two Chris's.
Very
no
nice.
waiting. Two Chris's, no waiting.
All right, so we'll come back. We'll talk about the band. We'll talk about this album. But let's start actually off talking about this album because it's been burning a hole in us right now. About the we have two different albums right here.
Yes,
so let's hold up these albums and explain the
I've
difference.
given her a modesty pound.
No, take it off now.
Reveal.
Reveal. Yes, because that's a big controversy about this. I'm not even sure what's what, but this is the American version. I'm sure that they had the cover up for that.
Well, this was the first release.
Actually, no.
Had this cover.
Really?
Yeah. Actually,
Everywhere.
the original was with the girl on it.
That was original in the United States, everywhere?
Yeah. No, not everywhere. The one that you're holding, Dennis, was actually released in England.
Okay.
This one was released in the United States, and
See, the back looks just like
after the controversy, then it was pulled from the shelves.
Yes, and I want to talk about this controversy. Do we know what the rumors were about this girl, who she was and stuff?
A little bit.
That
she's holding something that appears to be rather
phallic, if you
there
will.
You go.
Right. Yeah, it's a spaceship. It's supposed to be set in the future.
Yeah, spaceship going to Uranus.
It's supposed to be the
You notice I've used that joke almost every day since I was 5, and it gets a laugh every single time.
It was the juxtaposing forces going on here. Innocence. She was representing young, youthful innocence as opposed to futuristic technology and
technology and the mixture of innocence of youth with the futuristic developments, and that was supposed to be a spaceship, and that's what they came up with.
That's close.
And the girl was not their original choice, not who they were looking for to pose on the album cover.
But she was the sister.
She was the younger sister.
Right.
Younger sister, I mind you.
Right.
And now,
And
this
the
is
girl
where the
they were
controversy
looking,
came
the girl
in.
they were looking for was only 14. to begin
Exactly.
with. She was
So
a
this
model.
girl is naked and like 10 or
Yeah,
something.
she's prepubescent.
Yeah, exactly. That's like against the law where I go to school. So how did they get away with this at all?
Although we see topless girls of that age at the beach in most places. So,
yeah,
you
what
know,
most
when you think
places?
about
Where
it.
do you go to the beach?
No, when I was a kid. The time this was
Sandy
released.
Hook.
You know,
I want to go there that day.
you know, when this was released, we didn't. People
Yeah, I
didn't
guess
think
people
that
didn't have
way.
filthy
Yeah.
minds. You could run like the Coppertone commercial with the
Coppertone,
dog biting
exactly.
the bathing suit off.
Right.
Off of
I
the
think that
little
was the girl who was in that commercial. Actually.
It's entirely possible.
That's, she got
She
her
got
claim to
her
fame.
hair
Yeah.
dyed, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but then the rumors started about this, that this was actually Ginger Baker's illegitimate daughter was one of the rumors.
Right, that was
And
it.
then
I wasn't
the
privy to
most
that.
heinous rumor of all, that this was some groupie sex slave that
Yes.
the band owned and
That
kept
is-
locked in a basement somewhere.
That is the other one.
So, it's amazing. It's a
Meanwhile,
simple little thing.
Stevie
Yeah.
Winwood at this time was still under 20, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
It was, yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
because he was 15 with Spencer
When he
Davis,
started with
right?
Spencer Davis,
So,
exactly.
69, he was,
69
Yeah.
whatever,
Album
19.
Not much
been,
older,
yeah.
yeah.
July
And-
of 69. I
And
think.
like you said, you know, her family knew all about this, and
Yeah,
she
it
was
was-
paid
yeah.
and all of that. So there was,
With their
Europeans don't
permission.
think that way, especially even more so now. But back in the day, they were very, you know, liberal.
Yeah,
and,
everything-
Sure, you want her topless? No problem.
you want a topless picture of my daughter? Sure,
Sure.
$20.
Yeah.
3 goats.
You can have my younger sister too.
3 goats, 2 camels. We're good.
I think it was London. It wasn't
Yeah,
Uzbekistan, was it?
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna get sued for this.
Yeah, FCC is on the way. So, all right. So anyway, this is the one and
digress.
only album from the supergroup Blind Faith.
Faith, yes.
And who wants to name the members
One
of the
hit
band?
wonder. Well,
Well, yeah, one album wonder. Really.
I this evening would be representing Stevie Winwood, one of my all-time faves. Love Stevie.
Yes.
Love Stevie. His vocals are something I immediately caught on to. My parents would play the albums when their friends would come over and have all those little parties. Send us to our room, and I'm sitting on the stairs literally with my head between the slats and the railing, trying to hear the music, what's going on. I mean,
So you had hippie parents?
not really. No,
Sounds like-
no.
They were having key parties
Daddy-
back in the 60s.
No, they just had their friends over, had a grand old time,
Yeah.
you know, drinking, partying, hanging out, but nothing too wild and crazy. Dad had to be to work in the morning.
Yeah,
You
so this the supergroup was Eric Clapton and Ginger Baker. Ginger Baker just got off of Cream. Cream broke up not too long ago, and
It
they
was actually
said,
like 6 weeks prior.
right. And then they got into this. They got Stevie Winwood, and then the last member of the supergroup was
Bass player.
Rick
Bass
Gretsch.
Who was
And
in the
everyone
band.
says, "Who the F is Rick Gretsch?"
He was in a band called Family.
Exactly. See, I was thinking about this all my life. I just looked at this picture and I said, "Who the hell is this guy?" And I went about my business, right? And then finally yesterday I said, "Who the F is this guy? Why is he in this band?"
It's not the most
So I looked-
complimentary
I know.
picture of him.
He's
Yeah.
all slouched over like a mensch over there. Look at that guy. He doesn't belong there.
No.
But anyway,
Sitting on the drums, you would have thought that
I-
would be Ginger.
right. I looked him up yesterday. So go ahead, tell us about Rick Gretsch.
Yeah,
Who knows about him?
Well, all I know is that he was in the band Family.
Right.
They recruited him for the band. After Blind Faith broke up, he became a member of Traffic.
Yes.
Played on Low
Yes.
Spark of High Heel Boys.
Mm-hmm.
Another one of my
He was very well sought after bass player apparently.
Yeah,
After
he's
all
very
this, I
talented.
looked into it. He was
Excellent
everybody wanted. He was with Ginger Baker after this also in the Air Force.
Right.
Him and Stevie Winwood
Winwood.
and this guy formed Ginger Baker's Air Force after this too.
Right,
So they must have thought highly of him.
Yeah.
And
Poor
then
guy unfortunately died at a young age. He
Yes.
had a brain hemorrhage.
brought on by drugs and alcohol.
Yes.
At
Let that be a
43.
lesson.
Unfortunately,
That'd be a
that's how
lesson.
most of them go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just say no.
Just say no.
Kids out there.
That's it.
Valuable lesson from Rick Gretsch.
There's
So,
there's
and
your
Blind
brain on
Faith.
Blind Faith.
So let's get back to this, and that it is a masterpiece. The last few albums that I've done have all been masterpieces, and I'm lucky enough to do another masterpiece. It was an excellent choice. It was not your first choice, but your first choice was taken. You wanted to do Abbey Road, but we had already done that.
We were kind of
So,
looking down the list going, what do we already know?
Yeah, so this
So-
was an excellent choice, and you guys already performed 2 songs off of the album, Can't Find My Way Home, and Well, All Right.
Yep. Which actually, being that yesterday was
Very
anniversary
very
of the
good,
day
very
the
good.
music died.
I was going to bring that up.
Well, All Right is actually a Buddy Holly song
Yeah.
written by him, a couple of the Crickets, and their engineer back in the day.
Well, he didn't write. The engineer didn't write any of it. He just got a credit because he produced it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Normally, you don't get writing credit unless you're writing. But maybe it could have been.
Back
he
then,
could have
who
thrown
knows
in-
what
Back
happened?
then,
Yeah.
He could have thrown in 2 words. Who knows?
Yeah.
You know? But it was Buddy Holly and the Crickets, and original song. They don't make it. They didn't sing it anywhere near the way Blind Faith does it. But so this is another case where a cover was more popular than the original. And as we know, we lost poor Buddy Holly as well as Richie Valens and the Big Bopper.
Yes.
What is it now?
1959, I think, right?
59, so
February
it's-
3rd, or February 3rd.
56 years ago, give
Wow.
or take. That that was the day the music died. Don
Right.
McLean's
Yeah.
infamous
There
song, you know.
Dion DiMicci gave up his plane seat.
Yes. I heard there's a
Last
lot of
minute.
stuff going on there,
Yeah,
too.
last
Yeah.
minute.
When he
too.
found out how much the plane ticket was going to cost,
$37.
$37, and
If
That
only.
was his parents' rent, so he decided to.
For a year.
No, for the month.
In Brooklyn.
Yeah. So he decided to pass on the plane fare.
Yeah, because there was like a lot of people that they were actually on a tour bus going across the Midwest or something in February, obviously, and it was freezing cold. The heat wasn't working on the bus, and like some of the guys got frostbite. So finally, Buddy Holly says, "Enough's enough. I'm getting a plane," and the rest is history.
Yeah.
And then,
Unfortunately.
like the line from the Don McLean song you heard about, his widow bride or
Yes.
something like that. His wife was actually pregnant at the time,
Maria, yeah.
and she had a miscarriage when she heard the news about it. So they started some policy that, because she heard it on the news instead of from the police.
Right.
So that's when they started the policy. You're not allowed to do that.
No
and you gotta-
broadcasting before
yes,
your
exactly.
family members are notified.
Informed, yeah.
So I'm wondering now, here's a little bit of trivia that I'm thinking about, because when you said her name was Maria Elena,
Yes.
I know that the Smithereens have a song called Maria Elena. I wonder if it was written about her.
I'll have to give Pat a call. Hey,
Yes.
Denizio, give a ring.
Are you
know, call
familiar
it.
with Denizio? Because I know he's been playing in
well, I
Asbury
was
a
on
lot.
stage with him recently.
Oh,
at
really?
the closing
You thought you
number.
could keep that from me?
The closing number at Light of Day.
Oh,
I
really?
actually was standing behind Pat Denizio. So if you go online and see any of the videos from Light of Day, Bruce Springsteen's last song, we did, what was it, Thunder Road, and I can't think of the song right now. You'll see a cluster of people to his, to right stage.
Left.
Right stage.
Stage
If you're
right.
staring at the stage, it's right stage. Where if you see Pat Denizio, I'm like right behind him. In
Tall
the
girl.
sea
Yeah,
of
right.
people.
Good thing you're tall,
Well,
otherwise you wouldn't
at
be
some
seen at
point
all.
you see me clapping my hands, and I'm
And you-
actually wearing this jacket, so you'll see the arms. But that's about it.
Every time he moves, you move the other way to get seen. Yeah. So that's pretty
Something like
awesome.
that,
Yeah, I didn't know about that.
So, but yeah, Pat's a sweetheart.
I love
Totally
Pat.
cool.
Yeah, I gotta go
Totally
check
cool.
him out. He's at
Thursday at Langosta.
every Thursday still,
yeah,
right?
Sammy
Langosta?
Boyd production.
Nice.
Yeah,
I
get
gotta go
on
check
out
that
there.
out. Have you seen
a
it
lot
yet?
of great people opening for him. I haven't, because Thursday I'm generally down at Cold Snack Inn with Little Jimmy and the Starlights hosting the open mic. So I
Oh,
usually
really?
sit in with the Starlights. to,
Thursday I'm
open
busy
the show.
too. I'm watching Mob Wives on Thursday night, so I don't know if I could squeeze it in. And it's awfully cold out. I don't like going out in the
You
cold.
can record Mob Wives. Come on down and have some fun with us.
No, I
Dennis.
definitely want to go to Langosta.
There's probably a few mob wives hanging out
Yeah,
there.
right.
Support live music, local venues. That's what keeps the music coming.
Absolutely.
That's what keeps it coming. Gotta
Yes.
get out there.
Anyway, let's get to the tradition, the part of the show. Let's put on some music.
Yes.
You guys are low talkers, so I didn't put on any music. But let's put on the low song. But the tradition that we have to smell the album.
Smell the album. Wow.
See now this is an original album. See those initials up there? RM, that's my oldest brother. So this is very important album that I stole from my oldest brother.
Stole from your oldest
He's
brother.
still alive, but I stole his album.
Well, this is
So-
hubby's, and he can't recall when he bought it. So.
Yeah,
Smelling
see,
yellow.
it's very
Yeah, it
it's
smells
very rare to keep your albums all these years. I have to say,
Yeah.
this sleeve definitely doesn't belong in here. I don't know what this
And
sleeve
even
is
your label is different. I have
on the
RSO.
actual album.
Yeah.
Yes, you got.
Yeah, there were
Oh,
A,
look at that RSO.
Yeah, there were A
Robert
and B
Stingwood.
releases on
Yeah.
the labels as
Robert
well.
Stingwood.
This one is actually the serial number is number 1 on this one. It's signed by Rick Gretsch. So.
That is way cool. Least known member of the group.
That's got to be worth like $10.
I crossed that off though, and it's worth 11 now. So
I
let's share. Let's
yeah, there
be
you go.
gentle with this one. Take a sniff and see if that takes you back to your parents'
That's
basement.
definitely a familiar smell.
Yeah, right. And let me see that one. How's
Like a
yours?
little moldy cardboard.
See, that's good. They're all a little different. Pass it around that way.
Take one down, pass it around.
Do we
Now
keep the
your-
plastic sleeve
your
on the
sleeve is
outside?
different.
Yeah, this sleeve is definitely fraudulent. I don't know where this came
It's
from.
definitely molded. It
Doesn't
That was,
belong.
well, that's the whole thing. Is this was their way of promoting all the
Yeah,
other,
yeah. But
The other,
it's like it's capital
people on their
and
label.
it's capital and that's Atco, so I don't think it matches.
Yeah, no, the re-releases.
Yeah,
That's
so
80 proof right there.
Yeah.
not sure. Yeah.
That's what happens when you leave the plastic on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bleach in
Little
there.
bleach.
Oh, please, there you go.
Yeah. So
Incoming.
nice, thank you. So it has the words back here in case you.
have lyrics.
Yeah, I should have
I
told you in
have
case you forgot the
lyrics.
lyrics. Yeah,
Well, isn't that what we have A to Z lyrics for nowadays?
Yes.
I mean, you know.
So let's review this
With all
album
the-
before we get into the next segment. And I am giving this album 5 stars, no doubt. Absolutely, every song on here is great.
I didn't realize there was a star rating system.
There is now.
I didn't get the heads up on that.
Initiating this.
Yeah, I see. That's the thing about my show. Whatever I feel like doing, that's what I do. That show.
That's 'cause
Like
it's your
sometimes, yeah, exactly. That's the beauty of it being my show. See, I do like all different things, but the ratings like come and go. Depends how I feel. But this one definitely, it's 5 stars. See, I don't do it when people come on and do a crappy album, and I don't want to make them feel bad and
No
give it
rating
2
system.
stars.
Right.
Headed in.
So, but this one, whenever it's a 5-star, I definitely do the rating system. And this one, it's like every
This
song
is
is
a 7
amazing.
star. This is like a
It's,
10
yeah.
star for me.
Had to cry today. Can't find my way home. Well, all right. Presence of the Lord. That's one. I
That's
cry
we're-
openly when
We're
I hear
getting
that
one
one.
down next.
Just
Get
like
busy.
Bob
Get
was
busy,
crying
Chris.
last when we were doing the song,
Yeah.
but he was pretending he had something in his eye, like when he watches
That was Chris.
Steel Magnolias. Oh, Chris, right? Sorry. And then we have Sea of Joy and Do What You Like, which is there's only
That's a
2 on that
jam.
one.
That's
yeah,
a big
that's
old
a like
jam.
15-minute jam.
Yeah.
So
That's a
Yeah,
Papa Bug
they
should
definitely
get
got
that one
away from
down,
the
Jam.
3-minute, song.
yeah. See, and that's the thing with Eric Clapton. What he was saying at this time is that he was very disillusioned with Cream. That's why they broke up. And then he got into this. He didn't want to do it at first because he had promised Jack Bruce he would never do something without all 3 of them. So he went against Jack Bruce, but the other guys said, we need Ginger Baker. He's awesome. We need him. We have to get him in there. So he decided to do it, but then it was like all rushed, and he was very unhappy with the tour and everything about it.
Yeah,
Hence,
they ended,
there's only one
they
album.
ended the tour in September, and that was it.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
It was done.
Because like one that I heard too that Rick Gretsch was effed up all the time. He couldn't play properly, and so
And Eric-
and Eric
Eric.
always being the referee between Jack and Ginger.
yeah, I understand Ginger Baker is insane. That there's some like
Just
HBO
slight-
video I saw.
Beware of Mr. Baker.
Yeah, exactly, and he's so
Documentary.
crazy. Did he like punch the guy in the face?
I mean, he whacked him with his
Just
walking
walking
stick.
stick.
Whacked him in the nose.
Hello.